What's poppin' with the people? Mr. Source here, and I know I was supposed to have a fitlock up today. I don't know if you guys follow me on Twitter, but I went ahead and posted a picture. Basically, I just got off the phone with Adobe tech support. And I was having some major issues. I literally couldn't figure it out myself, so I had to call the tech support. But everything should be good now as far as that. I still have all the editing in the world to do for that episode. But, that's going to have to wait for a different time. Right now, we got this Pokemon trainer, Wyatt, popping up on this battle. Shoutouts to him as well for... He comes to, every stream, and I'm always thankful just to anyone that pops by for that kind of stuff. But regardless, we're going to go ahead and start off with this battle right here. Now, I tried separating my teams by generation. It's something that I thought would be a lot more fun, but turns out a lot of my teams are ass. But my Johto team is actually somewhat solid. So he's going to lead off with the Z move, the Devastating Drake. And if this is of any relevance, why, I don't know if this is like a physical or special Drake. I'm pretty sure it would be special. But just look at how much damage that did to Shelliet. Shelliet did not care this time around, alright? And Shelliet is just... He's so good for setting up. It's amazing how good this Pokemon is for setting up. There is a handful of things that will completely one-shot Shelliet if it didn't have Sturdy. But thankfully, it does. We actually went ahead and got the Sticky Web off, and we're confused right now. Which, I always tend to have really bad luck with confusion. And I always tend to have really good luck when my opponent's confused. I guess that's a fair trade-off, but I never tend to confuse my opponents anyways. So, I mean, it is what it is. So, we basically lost the turn right there, and he's going to go for the Flamethrower. And that's still not going to be doing a whole ton. I mean, it would take neutral because of the bug rock typing, but regardless, we're still in this. And I'm figuring at this point, there's not a whole ton that can be done to me to knock me out at least one hit. So I still got maybe one or two more hits before Shelliet's completely out of here. So I figured we can go for the Infestation just to do some chip damage here and there. And my goal right now is to go ahead and set up another Stealth Rock. However, he's going to go ahead and go for another Flamethrower right now. Again, not doing the most damage in the world to Shelliet. We're still going to be living another hit or two. But Infestation Toxic is actually a super awesome combo. A lot of people don't tend to realize that, but it's a really good combo because most Pokemon trainers tend to switch out their Pokemon once it's toxic. That's not happening right here. That's not the case. You're going to be taking all the damage in the world. Chip damage is basically the name of the game for Shuckle. And I'm at the point where, okay, so I've used every other move. I need to go ahead and set up this Stealth Rock. And we actually happen to snap out of confusion at the perfect timing. Because now Shuckle, he's done his work. He's done everything that he can, everything that he needs to, really. And we're getting just a little bit more HP. Now, we're not going to be surviving any hit at all. Not even a Flamethrower. But, hey, we did what we needed to. And, again, that's just a good example as to why Shuckle is such a good Pokemon. Defensively, I mean, you can run some really gimmicky things with Shuckle. I've seen people use that Power Trick or Power Swap, whatever it's called, and it gets the highest attack stat in the fucking game. That's broken in of itself, but then with that you gotta have a Trick Room or something. It's a huge mess. It's a huge mess. But like I said, look at that. That Noivern is taking absurd amounts of damage just off of what Shelliet has done. He's going to go for another Hurricane, which he actually misses. We went for the Infestation just to get more damage on there. And what this essentially means is Shuckle, Shelliet, has told you one more time not to fuckle with Shuckle. So that's it. We've taken down one Pokemon with our set of Pokemon, and we're doing pretty well. At least I'd like to think so. Now, Greninja is a Pokemon that I've never really had mixed feelings about. A lot of people consider this Pokemon to be Uber. I remember there was a whole controversy back in the day with Cerebi about putting him in Uber. I do agree that he's a very strong Pokemon, and he does have the potential to completely obliterate a team, without a setup. But I still don't believe that he's an Uber. It's only an Uber if the plot demands it. Now, this was somewhat of a interesting thing for me, because a lot of people don't know this, but Noctowl is a really good special defensive Pokemon. But this was more so just death fodder for me at this point. but we actually managed to live one hit. We went for the air slash. Now, keep in mind, that's a protean Greninja with Ice Beam. Noctowl does have the capability for special defense. Do not underestimate Noctowl if you ever see it. Hit it physically. I'm telling you people, hit that thing physically. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and send out the B-Boy. Now, B-Boy, I actually meant to, what do you call it? I meant to use it as like a distraction almost, and he actually went for the acrobatics. And then I kind of realized, like, wait, I think I may have messed up here. Because Donphin doesn't have the best special defense. However, the acrobatics actually ended up helping a ton. I didn't know he had acrobatics, but that actually helped a ton. So Ice Shard went ahead and destroyed the Greninja. And it is almost slightly questionable as to why you would send out the Decidueye right here. It's not entirely wrong, I think. But it's definitely the kind of thing where, I mean, you just saw me Ice Shard. You know it's coming. And you know I'm a huge physical monster. So you actually get it just above half health, and he goes for the Leaf Blade. Now I'm thinking we can live at least one Leaf Blade. We wouldn't be able to live a crit, but we can live at least one. And we're thinking, you know, we're trying to do the damage while we can. Donphin's not going to be doing everything. In hindsight, I should have gone for the Play Rough that first turn that he sent it out, because that definitely would have done a lot more damage. We probably would have been able to knock out the Decidueye as well. But right now, I know that speed's lowered because of the Sticky Web, and I'm going to send Hikairi out. And he actually went for the Sucker Punch, which I wasn't expecting. He gets the crit, but the Shadow Ball still comes through. I really wasn't expecting that out of the Decidueye. But hey, 2 HP, I guess we knocked it out. That's all that really matters. The Decidueye seems to pop up a lot on my streams, which I don't blame it. It's a good Pokemon. However, Cloptic is coming out now, and Cloptic is taking a quarter damage because of the Stealth Rocks. It's getting a speed lowered. Intimidate's not going to bother us at all, pretty much. And Hikairi is going to go ahead and go for the Psychic. We're just trying to do all the damage that we can at this point. And we actually get it super close to getting knocked out, but the Crunch is going to go ahead and take the last of our HP. Those 2 HP points, man. I'm actually really shocked that we lived that through the Decidueye. But it was a crit, so it is whatever. B-Boy's gonna come out now, and this is kind of where you just think it's over. The problem with B-Boy is I gave it the wrong item. I actually gave it a cell battery because I actually didn't know. I didn't fully know the properties of cell battery. My thought was, if I get hit with an electric move, it nulls it and raises my attack. But that wasn't the case. And to be honest, that doesn't really even matter anymore. Because now we're just completely set. We're at 1 HP. Everything is getting its sash broken if it had a sash. And it's being slow as hell now because of the Sticky Web. Intimidate's lowering us to +5. But that's still a crazy amount. Like, we're fine. Aqua just gonna come through and we won at this point. Like, it's over. But wow, 1 HP on the B-Boy. B-Boy Taco at your service. Shoutouts to those friends that keep reminding me that deep down inside, I really am a B-Boy. Break Boy, for those of you who don't know. But hey, now y'all gonna know. Y'all gonna see. Hey, actually, yeah, I just had a really good idea for a 3rd gen team. I'm actually going to go ahead and take a second to create that, because for once, I'm not recording right before work. Actually, I have like an hour and a half before I got to get to work. So, hey, thank you guys for tuning in one more time. As always, all the social media is in the bottom. I don't think I ever really say that, but trust me, it's all there. The schedule that I was supposed to make for this week never went up. That's just me being lazy right there. But trust me, the content is coming every week. Stream, there should be one tonight, if you're watching this on the 4th. And I think there should be another one on Friday. But there'll be contents relevant throughout the entire week. But yeah, you guys have a good one. Bye!